Hello, everybody. How are you this evening as we flow on into this eclipse that's going to be this weekend? I want to thank you all for joining me this evening, and this is an exciting time. We are right at the eclipses are happening. We have Friday the 13th this Friday, which is, I don't fear it, I think it's a magical day. And then we have this new moon. And so I'm sure all of you have been feeling it the last 4 or 5 weeks. And so this is going to be the culmination, the beginning of an ending and a huge reset. So for those of you who are new here, I'm a Western and evolutionary astrologer. My name is Patricia Tate, and I invite you to subscribe to my channel so that way you get notifications right away as soon as they come out. Please share as it helps in the algorithm, and let me know if you're in the house tonight. Give me your sun, your moon, your rising, and if you would love to join us for an astrology reading, it is a $40 donation by PayPal. There is a QR code that's in there. Hey, Angie, you are first up tonight. I am super excited about you being in the house. So, while we wait for everyone to arrive, I'm inviting you to also, if you're interested in my newsletter, you can go to my website, willowgracemystic.com, and sign up for newsletter. It gives you links to all the other things that I offer. And if you know what your rising sign is, I would encourage you to go back and listen to the other transits that are going on by the signs. All right, so let me pull up a chart and let me tell you just a little bit about what is going on right now. All right, so this is a new moon is when the sun and the moon connect up together. And so this one is conjunct, which means it's next to the south node. The south node is a release point. It's about what has to be cut away or removed from the past. And then we also have the planet Mercury here. Mercury is the way that we communicate. It's talking, traveling, writing, journaling, all those great things. Now, Mercury rules over Virgo, and Mercury also rules over Gemini. So we're going to have two areas of your life that are going to be adding into the flavor of how you are communicating this message of what's going on. The sun rules over the ruler is Leo, which has another area of your life, and then the moon rules over Cancer. And so we add all of this together with what is going on in your life. So if you are interested, please use that QR code, and it's a $40 donation. I need your exact date, time, and location. I have two people already in the queue, and that's going to be Angie, and that's going to be Melinda. And hello, Hannah. How are you guys? Super excited that everybody is here this evening. So a little bit about this one. So this moon is going to be about major endings, and it's going to be a major reset. It's about having this feeling or this knowing in your life that these things are coming and that they're going to be ending, and you just don't know exactly what it is, but you know that something's going to be going on. You know that you can feel it, and you're saying, what should I be, like, how do I even prepare for this? I remind everybody that when it's eclipse season, it is not a time to set intentions. It's a time to embrace wherever you are and flow with it. I always think of myself in a boat, and it's choppy waves because that's what eclipses are. Eclipses come in and they eclipse people, places, and things in and out of our life. And what we need to do is we just sink down in the boat and wait to see where it carries us off to. And it's leaving an old destination and moving into a new. And so this moon is going to be ruled by the sign of Libra. Libra is the scales. It represents justice and the judge. And if you remember, it's like the blind eyes of justice, and she's holding the scales, and the scales are always measuring or weighing two things against each other. And in the other hand, wielding a sword, and it's about having to literally cut away things in our life that are not meeting the standards of what's going on in this scale. And so this will be a time in your life where you are going to be looking at, where do I always fill up somebody else's scale to keep it balanced? So think of yourself as there's other people in your life, and if theirs is their energy or whatever they're bringing to the table is less than, you are looking to always fill. And if theirs is more than, then you are always willing to take away from your own. And this moon will be about patterns in your personal and professional life that you need to cut away from, like where you have been unhealthy, whether they're habits or relationships. And it's, where have you given away your power? Where have you always tried to balance the scales for somebody else instead of taking into consideration your own wants, needs, and desires? Tanisha, hello. You sent money for a reading? Well, I'm super excited about it. I'm sure that it will show up here in the queue real soon. All right, so let me get started with this. So now that we are all here and everybody is with us, so let's talk a little bit of astrology here. All right. I appreciate your patience. So here we go. So Angie, let's talk about what is going on with you. Ah, son of a biscuit. Hold on. There we go. All right. All right, Angie. Again, thank you for trusting me. I greatly appreciate it. When you give somebody your exact date, time, and location, you are literally saying, here's my birth plan, my birth chart for my entire life, and the transiting planets that go around it affect you in your life, and they're initiating things, closing out chapters and opening up chapters. And so it's an honor. It's just an honor. All right, so let's talk. So Angie, we have this new moon eclipse, and it's going to be happening in your 6th house. Your 6th house is the house of mental, physical, spiritual health, well-being, and taking into consideration your nutrition, your needs, whether they're emotional needs or seeking out a counselor, seeking out a doctor, seeking out a mentor, seeking out somebody like a trusted friend that you can share with who understands these things. The moon rules over your 3rd house. The 3rd house are siblings, and it's people, places, and things that are closer to home, and it's also about communication. And the sun is the dispositor or ruler of your 4th house of family, children, home, roots, foundation. So we have these topics where you are trying to find a balance and working to say, where do I have boundaries? Where have I given away too much? Where it's about balancing these themes, and this is about your well-being, your health, your habit, your relationships. Libra, remember, is about justice, and if you do not make the decisions to be fair and equitable for yourself and not just for others, you are really good in this area of taking care of others. But this is going to be a time where you are going to have to yield the sword and say, I have to carve time for myself. I have to give up always giving. It's where you have given away your power, and it's about standing in your power and taking things back. And it'll have to do with siblings. It'll have to do with your home life, family, roots, foundation, those topics. Now, I do want to bring in Mercury. Mercury rules over your 2nd house of your self-worth, your cash, your property, and it's your 5th house of what brings joy to you. And so when you are stepping into your divinity, stepping into your power, and not getting caught up in the blame or the guilt or the other the negativity that can come along with it, then you will have better self-esteem. This is about, the 5th house is things that bring joy to you. Your children bring joy to you. The fifth house it's like the adult playground. It's where I have creativity and art and music, and it's when I get to do things that I want to do. And the second house is not just about your finances, but it's about your self-worth. So when you take charge of this area of your life, it gives you this opportunity to increase quality time with children. The fifth house is also of lovers, and it's also of creativity. So it's increasing the opportunity for that area of your life of having quality time with children, quality time to create or to enjoy music, or the fifth house is of gambling. The fifth house is of it's of sports. It's anything that brings you joy. So look at it as, I need to carve away and create time for myself. If I do not, my health suffers. Remember that the sixth house is about balancing your home and your work, balance in life, and saying, these are my daily habits. I have to create better daily habits for myself in order to be healthy, not just mentally or physically, but psychologically, it's spiritually. We have done you before, so remember that this is a nodal opposition, and this is not anything that you have experienced before, because now you're stepping into a new patterning. You are looking at your past in the rearview mirror. A nodal opposition is where you can literally, you're looking at your past and saying, this is who I was in the past, and now for the next year and a half, I am going to be recreating patterns of my own health, of where I need to nourish me and find a balance, because it'll make my self-esteem feel better. And then I can enjoy creative projects more. So hopefully, Angie, I hope that this all makes sense to you. I'm super excited that you are in the house tonight. And there you go. All right. Yes. All right. And JK, how are you? And if anybody is interested in the natal chart, there is a QR code. You hit the QR code. It's a $40 PayPal US dollar donation. And then be sure to include your exact date, time, and location of your birth. All right. So next I have Melinda is in the house. So let me pull up hers. Hold on, Tonto. There we go. All right. All right. All right, Melinda, let's talk about you. All right, super excited about this. Again, thank you for trusting me. Gemini rising. All right. All right. So I love this for you. You are having an eclipse in your fifth house. The eclipse is also going to affect your 11th house, which is your hopes, your wishes, your dreams. Okay, the fifth house. The fifth house is your children. It is about you being creative. It is you stepping into and recognizing some things that you really enjoy doing. Art, music, gambling, it could be traveling. It's whatever brings you personal joy. Now remember, there's going to be a major reset of this area of your life. There's going to be an ending of some personal goals and a fresh start, clean slate, new beginning of new goals that have to do with my hopes, my wishes, my dreams. It's where you are moving towards. The sun rules over your third house. The third house are your siblings, and it's your neighbors. It's people who you communicate with on a daily basis. And the moon rules over your cash, your property, your self-worth. It is things that make you feel better about yourself. I do want to bring in that there is a square, and I should have brought this up with Angie, because there is that square to Pluto for everybody. This this new moon eclipse means that you're going to have a major reset with something that has to do with one of your children, and or something that has to do with something in your life that really brings you joy, brings you pleasure. All of this is going to be going on, and it's on top of your personal Jupiter. Look, anything that touches Jupiter, it expands it. So if it's good, it really expands the good. If it's difficult, it really expands the difficult even. So the fifth house is about your creativity, your children, your abundance. It's the gift of the zodiac. Uranus here, Uranus is unique, creative, genius, think outside the box, and it's coming up with other strategies in order to get things done, to move things forward. And so you're going to have these a major reset. This could be your kids doing something that you just didn't see coming, and it's not a bad thing. It's them stepping into their own. It will be a where Libra is where we have you've always been able to be the judge and the justice, and looking for it's the scales and the sword, and you saying it's about control, and it's about what people are doing. And at this time, the kids may not need you as much, and so this will be a positive thing that you're going to be moving into, of more time for yourself, and a healthier balance for you to do what you want to do, things that will bring you joy. Now the opposite, remember, is your north node, the direction in which you're supposed to be going. This is in Aries. Aries is Aries the warrior. I want to go after my hopes, my wishes, my dreams, my what I want to do in life, and who do I connect myself with. And so this is you aligning yourself with less with the children and more with personal goals of things that you want to do. I also want to bring Saturn is at the top of your chart. Saturn is saying, look, in the sign of Pisces, use your intuition, but be very serious about your career. This is you having an opportunity to do it, and to do it right. And if you don't do it right, you will not get the recognition for it. It's about being spot on for everything, and not just giving, I don't want to say half-ass, but like it's being 100%. In the sign of Pisces, Pisces is all watery and intuitive, and Saturn says you have a lot of things that are blending over the edge, or flowing over the, like a waterfall or the dam. And it's about building solid boundaries or solid foundation for your career. I love this for you because for the next year, you're going to be working towards your personal goals. And as Saturn goes through your career, this is going to be an opportunity for you to be saying, this is my career that I'm going to be focused on. These are my dreams, my hopes, my wishes, but these are also the people that I have to align with in order to get where I want to be. And then when the North Node goes into Pisces and the South Node goes into your fourth house, this is when your career will be just like skyrocketing. This is like getting you into the ballpark of where you're supposed to be going, and increasing shared resources, resources that you share with a significant partner or a business partner, or other. It's somebody that you would have like contractual agreements with in your life. So I'm hoping that helps you out, Melinda. I am thinking about you. All right. Let's see. Tanisha. All right. Thank you, Tanisha. I am, there we go. Oh, Lord. There we go. Hot second here, guys. All right. Let me pull up Tanisha's. Greatly appreciate everybody here and spending time with me tonight. All right. Oh, you just had a birthday. Happy birthday. All right. Okay. I'm trying to make sure I spell everything correct because if I miss it, then so I really appreciate your patience on this. I have. All right. I think I have it. Okay. Okay, it's not taking the Havre de Grace, Maryland. It wants. Hold on. I don't think I've misspelled it. Oh, no. Okay. There we go. Thank you for your patience. Thank you. Because if it's not, like, okay, I'm going to explain this, that it actually has to be spot on exact. And here we go. Transition over. There we go. All right. So thank you, Tanisha, for waiting. Oh, a Libra rising. Oh my goodness. Let's talk about you. Okay. Okay. So when you have a solar return is your birthday. And so you are just now having a birthday and you are having an eclipse. This is going to be a really big year for you. As a matter of fact, okay, this is a lot. So I'm going to break it down into chunks for you. A solar return is when the sun comes back. You have the sun and Saturn and Jupiter and Pluto all in your first house of self. I don't know how much you know about astrology, but 3 to 4 planets in one sign is considered a stellium. That means that is a major concentration of energy that you are working on in this lifetime. You are learning to step into what is it like to be a Libra. A Libra is, okay, they're naturally beautiful as children, and they're usually just, they don't wear a lot of makeup. They're naturally beautiful people. And so the sun, your sun is here to where this is where you shine. I call you people like you like a pollinator. You talk to different people and you actually listen, and then you take the information in and you connect other people together. And so you'll say, hey, so and so over here, you should meet them because they're interested into the same movies or the same genres of books. It's you talk to people and connect with people, and then connect them to each other, like a bee or a butterfly. Now Saturn is being very rigid, and over time, it's about around the age of 29-30, stepping into your first Saturn return and then saying, okay, I am learning how to be this, and then I need to find the right mountain in order to climb. And it's about learning when to say no also, because Libra tend to say yes a lot. Jupiter, excess, and it's abundance, and abundance of many opportunities, abundance of beauty, abundance of everything that has to do with you. And Pluto in the first house, look, I have Pluto in the first house. And so Pluto in the first house is major transformation multiple times throughout your entire life. So when people see you at one point, and your life experiences will transform you completely, and multiple times. It's not just a one-shot deal in your life. It will be, you will go over many, many, many transformations. And this is you learning how to step into the role of a Libra. I mean, your sun is here, your moon is in Capricorn, so you have one in air and one in, yours is a sun moon square, meaning I have a sun moon square also, which can be difficult in my outward appearance is this way, but my inward appearance is something totally opposite. And so you will experience that in your life. All right, so let's talk about this eclipse. I want you to think back about 6 months ago. 6 months ago, what is that? About March, I think. about 6 months ago, there was something that was activated that had to do with partner or and you, or this could be business partner, significant other, this could be best friend, it could be clients, it could be exes, it could be anybody that would be a plus one in your life. There was something that was activated. This could be you initiating, I want to go after this person, or I want to be friends with this person, or I want to be in a relationship, whether it be business or personal. That is the direction in which you were going. It's about you initiating something. Now, this eclipse is going to be a reset, a shutting down of some old, like eclipsing people, places, and things out of your life. And like the sun rules over your 11th house of social groups that you're in, your friends these are work friends, or people that you are with for like a book club, or groups. They're group affiliations, and it's also your hopes, wishes, and dreams. Now, the moon rules over your career, your public life, how people see you. And so knowing that something is going to be eclipsed in and out of your life in these areas. This could be you switching maybe your hopes, wishes, and dreams for something else, and changing of a career, or this could be an ending of a group or an affiliate that you used to be part of. It will have something that has to do with you. It will alter the way that you see yourself. This is an opportunity for you to look back and say, where do I have unhealthy habits? Where do I participate in unhealthy relationships patterns, whether they're in personal or professional areas? Where have I given away my power? And I now need to, with the scales and my sword, step into it and say, this is not balanced. I need to cut away people, places, and things, and in these areas. You are going to have to be the judge. If you are not, then the universe will then make the decision for you. And no decision is a decision. I encourage people to own it, step into it. And I know as a Libra rising, oftentimes Libra risings have a hard time making decisions because they literally look at every way, shape, or form. They look at it from the left, the right, the left again. They gather all the information. They take a very long time to make a decision. Some of the decisions that have been made over the last 4 weeks up until this week will be, they're probably like, think of it as like tumbling, boom, 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 boom. All right, so let's see where the square is. Okay, there is a square. There will be something that will be, it's literally on top of your south node, releasing something that has to do with your home, your foundation, your roots. It could be family. It could be, but this is definitely a cutting away, or something that's a difficult, something that will transform in your life. And so I'm hoping that all of this makes sense. Let me look just if there's anything else. Pluto is sitting on top of literally 27 degrees. Your personal south node. Your personal south node in your house of home is, are you staying at home for the wrong reasons? Are you doing things at home for the wrong reasons? Where do you have to transform? What do you have to transform? This could be traditions, something to do with parents, something to do with home life, something to do with the house. Like, oh, I love this house. It's been in the home. It's been in the family for generations. Well, maybe it's time to, I don't know. But the south node is you going to have to release some of those things. It's about not wanting to, but feeling something has to give. Something has to give in order for me to be released and to move forward with. So I am hoping, I'm going to look in here. Okay, so you're saying thank you and no worries. And I'm really hoping that this makes sense. Okay, so yes, it does. Okay, I am so glad, because when I don't have a person in front of me, I just start rambling about what I see in the chart, and it's so much easier when I can see you there. But I know that you've got a lot of stuff going on. Know that the eclipse is going into this part of your life for the next year. Your total focus is going to be take take back my power, find a balance in my life, go after what I want, who I want, when I want. And it's about you putting your needs first before you put somebody else's. And the universe is going to make some things abundantly clear, who stays in and who goes. So thank you. Thank you for trusting me. All right. So next I have Jacqueline. All right. So let me take care of this and I will pull up Jacqueline's. All right. Oh, good Lord. There we go. So thank you. Thank you for trusting me. And let me get Jacqueline going. And if you are interested, you can sign up. Use that QR code. And it is a $40 donation. Okay. And I use your exact date, time, and location. And so astrology is the exact date, time, and location. We look at where are the planets in the sky at the time that you were born. I know. Sorry. Oh, good Lord. I'm spelling something wrong. Hold on. It won't even let me move on. There we go. I got it. All right. Okay, I now see you. Okay, let me All right, Jacqueline, thank you. All right, so let's take a look. This eclipse, your Gemini rising. All right, so, and this is right on top of your Pluto and your, all right. Okay, so you want a natal chart consultation. Let's talk about this. Oh, okay. I'm gonna backtrack here for just a hot second. I'm going to tell you a little bit about you. And let me pull up one chart. I just want to pull up the one. I'm going to go back. Because I love a natal chart reading. And this, there we go. And let me pull up just your chart. And thank you again. Sorry, I should have read all the questions. All right, Jacqueline, thank you for trusting me. So let's talk about you. Jacqueline, you have a sun in Capricorn. A sun in Capricorn in your 8th house. The sun is where you shine. Capricorn is slow and steady, and it's in your 8th house of shared resources. It's about your connection with other people. The 8th house is where you share resources. It is about not being afraid to go deep in a connection with other people. It's wanting to have a deep connection on a soul level with people. Your moon is in Leo, in your 3rd house. So the moon is your private side. The moon is what you don't share with others. I'm gonna back up on one of these because it's conjunct your south node. Moon in Leo with your south node. The moon in Leo means that you have come into this lifetime, if you believe in past lives. I'm going to go out on a limb here and we're going to talk about it as past lives. And if you don't believe in past lives, think of it as generational, things that have been brought down from one generation to another. The moon conjunct your south node means that in this lifetime, you were trying to communicate. There was something that had to do with family. There was something that had to do with the way that you communicated. You are here in this lifetime to have your voice heard, to be seen. Now, to be seen as an authority figure, to have this desire, to have this for people to believe what you say, and to find fun, enjoyment, and pleasure that goes with it. The moon also, where is the moon rules over your second house. Your second house is your self-worth. In a past lifetime, there was something that went wrong. Okay, so we always look at it as not a positive. We always go and say, what went wrong? Now, you have a beautiful trine. You have a trine from your moon to Neptune in your seventh, and to Chiron and Mars in Aries in your 11th house. A beautiful fire trine, meaning you are fiery, you are passionate, you take the initiative, you have the follow through. This is what you want to do. Where things went wrong has something to do with partnerships, something to do with relationships with other people. This could be best friends, significant others, clients. It has something to do with your self-worth, wanting to be valued in this lifetime. What you are working towards, what you want to move towards, is your North Node. Your North Node is in Aquarius. How do I, because I've come from a South Node in Leo. South Node in Leo was of royalty, meaning in a past lifetime, you were somebody of authority, you were somebody of royalty, you were somebody who was important. Like if it were this lifetime, we would say, like somebody who, like it could have been a movie star, or it could have been somebody who we see on the news a lot, or you were somebody in the past that was an authority figure that everybody knew, everybody looked at. And the moon here is saying, deep down, I still feel this, and my self-worth is still attached to it. And why do people not value my words in this lifetime? Why do they not know that what I say comes from my heart? Where am I supposed to be moving towards? I'm supposed to be moving towards a connection. Aquarius, thinking outside the box. Aquarius is air. It is ideas, thoughts, being unique. It is in the 9th house of spirituality, of religion, of understanding different religions, different spirituality. It's different people, places, and things that are cross-cultural or multi. It's about understanding things from other people's perspectives and not just your own, because the 3rd house is you at home and the 9th house is you in a broader perspective. Now Venus is here. Venus is the goddess of love, and she's also money, cash, property, usually rules the 2nd house. So this was something that afflicted you, but something that you have to work towards. And we say, well, what does Venus rule? Your 5th house of fun and pleasure and joy. And it also rules your 12th house of your dreams, your intuition. And you, in this lifetime, you are supposed to be part of a group, but being separate. Like Aquarius is, I think outside the box. I want to be part of, I want to support everybody. I want to help the everybody, but I also want to step back and be my own. The 9th house is generally the house of supporting people for like religious causes. It's where you jump on and you say, I'm going to help you do this, or I will. It's using the internet. It's traveling. The 9th house is like literally, you need to have a broader perspective in this lifetime, and you are meant to get out there and travel. You are meant to experience these things. You are meant to be able to have a conversation with somebody who's a transient and somebody who's a CEO in the same conversation. You are meant to experience these things and be comfortable with it, to step into that in this lifetime. You're ruled by your Gemini rising, which means that your chart ruler is Mercury. So every time Mercury stations retrograde, you're going to feel it. You're going to know it. It will be affecting you. And so the next time Mercury is going to go retrograde is in December. And you're definitely going to be feeling it and saying, I think it'll be in Capricorn, so it'll be in your shared resources. And then all of next year, you're really going to feel it because Mercury is going to station retrograde 3 times and it's all in fire. And remember, you have this like this beautiful, grand fire trine to where you initiate things, you want to follow through for the long haul, and you have this faith and this hope. This is a huge, your seventh house is just beautiful with, but it's like having this faith and this hope, this desire for partnership, significant other, not narrowing you down to just one, like not just one best friend, not just one partner, not just one business partner, not just one client. Where we have Sagittarius is where it's more, and you have Jupiter here. Jupiter rules it. And so hold on, I'm gonna read the comments. Okay, okay, I believe in the past lifetime. Okay, so you are following everything that I say. Usually people with Sagittarius and Jupiter in the 7th are not a relationship with one person for the rest of their life is not easy. You have Neptune here. Neptune is, I want to merge with you. I want to connect with you. I want to be spiritually with you. And Mercury is, let's communicate this. Let's like all of that goes in to into who you are with partnerships. And so this is a lot for you. Know that partnerships, I'd love to dive into that with you. Okay, thank you for saying this and very much appreciated. Okay, so you do get it. I don't know where you are with partnerships, but I know that you can juggle many at a time, and that can be business partners, friendships, clients, and significant others. Like, it's abundance. It's the planet of abundance, and it's not being pinned down to just one. And okay, and then know that Mercury, every time it goes retrograde, know that next year it will go retrograde literally over top of your partnership sector. So let's talk. Okay, an opposition. You have an opposition between your first house, like I want to communicate. The first house, your Mercury is in your 7th house of I want to share these thoughts and these ideas with these people that you connect with. And you do have these great big thoughts and ideas. I really hope that, let's see, it's a lot of fire. Not any. You have what? No water. You have no water. You are all fiery. Okay. Oh, okay. You're gonna need some water. So think of yourself as not just a match, not just like you are blazing that goes on and on and on. Not everybody will be able to handle your intensity. I embrace it. I love it. Okay, so you're saying you get it. Okay, just know that you don't have any water. And so when people are very emotional near you or around you or pick up on it, you might not always get it. You're just not going to understand what they're saying and what they're doing and what they're feeling. So that's just a lot of fire. I've only seen a couple other people with that. All right. So, okay. Okay, I totally get I totally get this. I always say to people, because look, I have a lot of fire, but then I also have like a stellium in water. When people will say, look, you need to like flow like water. No. I tell people that I flow like lava, and that lava, it's hot, it bubbles up, and then it changes the landscape as it goes across. And so you not only change the landscape, but you are like the volcano exploding, and it changes all the landscape and everything that's around. I embrace it. I love it. Know that in this lifetime you will repeat some of these lessons of your past if you do not move towards change. That you have to think of others before you think of yourself, because in a past lifetime, again, I'm going to remind you, you were royalty, or you were somebody that people looked up to and they just bowed down to you. And in this lifetime, you're like, yeah, I don't get it. Like, I know what I'm saying is important, and why do they not have to? The North Node in Aquarius means that you have to consider the group before you consider yourself. So in this lifetime, you are working to learn, and it's a beautiful kite. Okay, I don't know if you know what a kite is. A kite is, oh, right? Okay, yes, I totally get it. Okay. I'm going to tell you one more thing, and then I will move. Okay, so a kite. A kite is, the North Node is the direction that you're supposed to be going. So if you notice this is a sextile to your Mars, and it's another sextile to your Neptune, pointing to the direction in which you're supposed to be going. And all of this is part of a grand trine. You set yourself up that you came from very comfortable in a past life, and in this lifetime, you are supposed to be giving of yourself and thinking of others. And you've set it up that you have not only a trine, but a sextile. And you are supposed to explore, dive into different religions and spirituality, connect up with foreign people, places, things, and just to try it all, to do it all, and just to experience it all. Embrace everything that is out there to do. So, yeah. Okay, you understand. Okay, great. I never know what words I can use. You understand the collective energy, your passion for the metaphysical. See, I feel that. And I'm so glad that you love this so much. And this whole, the kite, the release point, just know that your past, tapping into your past and focusing on your future, like this is the past, and then this is the trine, and then see how this forms a kite, like all of this is a sextile. Sextiles are when you have to work at it, and then the trines are like things that come a little bit easier. All right, so I thank you very, very much. I'm sending out a big fat I heart you. Thank you. All right, so I think I have one more person in the queue, so let me move over to and check that out. I thought it was Hannah. Let me see. Yeah, let me see if I have that. And I greatly appreciate your patience as I navigate this. And I can take one more person after this. So if you are in the queue, or if you want to get in the queue, now is the time. You can use the QR code. Oh, son of a biscuit. There we go. All right, Hannah, let's talk about you. Oh, you are a Gemini rising also. Oh, okay. Let's talk about this. So thank you for trusting me. I hope that you're still here. And JK, I am so glad that I feel like you are on the right path. I believe that right now everything is like synchronicity, and it's about learning to flow with the energy and work with it and not fight it, that it will put you in the right place at the right time. All right, so Hannah, let's talk. All right, so we have this huge new moon that's going to be going on your fifth house of joy and pleasure. And I love this North Node. So the North Node is in your 11th house, and the Pluto, okay, so this is what's square. All right, so this is you adjusting. What are my hopes? What are my dreams? What are my wishes? What circles do I travel in, whether it be for pleasure or for work? And what am I now initiating and going after? You are also having your Saturn return. I know that we've talked about that in the past. And that this is going to be a major reset for you. I'm so sorry. That would be my dog. Shh, sorry. my Ace of Cups. And so this is going to be a time for you to release your old patterns, your professional areas. Okay, this is going to be, where have you given away your power? And you saying, I want to do this. This brings me joy. This brings me pleasure. And this could be you focusing on what brings me pleasure, and I don't have to make money at it. I don't have to do this with you. I can do this alone. Finding things that you want to do on your own. Remember that Libra is ruled by Venus. Where is your Venus? Oh, it's in your third house. Oh, and Venus is here. Okay, so this could be definitely you saying, I'm going to make my house look pretty. I'm going to beautify some things that are going to be going on with my home. I want to work on things. I want to take a class, take a workshop, or art, music. This is you exploring some things that have to do with what brings you pleasure, and not going back, and not feeling guilty about it. Like, totally release yourself from it. This is also, what patterns am I holding on to? What relationship patterns, what habits? I need to be healthy in this, and I need to set aside time for what I want. And I need to seriously be focused on, what are my goals? This could be, if you do not align your goals or move forward with them, the universe may strike some things from your life, or like quickly move in and out, a new beginning, a fresh start, but a hard and fast ending. Pluto is what's the square that has to do with the area of transformation. What you are moving towards right now is transforming your 8th house of your shared resources, your shared income, and the things that you are looking for doing or towards doing is also, the 8th house is deep bonding, and it's about removal of, like, diving deep into, why am I the way that why do I feel this way? And I want to connect with my partner on a deep psychological level. And so that's what you are working with, if that makes sense. I love this in that there's going to be some huge, this is going to be like a total reset, like a major ending, and you knowing, dang, I can't go back to that ever again. Look, I always say, easier said than done, but I always say to myself, I need to be moving towards the future, that the past was absolutely beautiful, but I cannot recreate that, and I can't live there. I have to be moving towards the new, the fresh, the beginning. All right, so Hannah, I really appreciate you waiting and sending out a big fat hug. So thank you as we move forward. All right, so I have Wendy in the queue. Wendy is in the house. All right, so give me a hot second here, Wendy, and I'm gonna pull up your chart. And thank you again, Hannah, for trusting me. All right. And again, sorry about my little puggle, my little Ace of Cups. And Wendy, I'm loving this. All right. All right. And Wendy, I know that you have been back here again, and I just am sending out a heartfelt thank you for supporting me and trusting me to read your chart for you. All right. All right, Wendy. Is there anything specific? Let me eyeball this and talk about this. All right. Have you noticed how many Gemini risings that I've had? Isn't that crazy? All right, so let's talk. Going across your Mars. All right. Yeah. Cancer Sun and Gemini Rising, Capricorn Moon. Wendy, absolutely. All right, all right, all right. And I love you. Thank you. I'm sending out a big fat I heart you. All right, some people think that it's weird that I'm comfortable, but I think everybody should be able to be comfortable with saying that, like, I love you. I come from a place of my heart. All right, so let's talk about this eclipse. Libra. Libra is the scales. You're a Gemini rising, so you know that every time Mercury stations retrograde, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it at your home, and you're going to feel it in yourself. It'll be like you personally, things will go wonky or haywire with. Mine is my first house of self and my career, and like literally computers, technology. For you, it's you and home. So this could be like fixing things, redoing things, like with yourself and everything with your home. So know that Mercury is going to be retrograde one more time, like closer to Christmas, but then next year it's going to be in the fire signs, and you have a lot in fire. So I'm just giving you a heads up for next year to say, okay, it'll be in your partnership sector, your family sector, and it'll be in your hopes, wishes, and dreams sector. Okay, so let's talk about this eclipse. I want you to think of Libra, and this is you, and you're the blind, the justice. Remember, she uses her third eye because these eyes are supposed to be closed, and it's about using my intuition. It's using this eye and saying, look, people don't always tell the truth. Energy doesn't lie, people do. And so you are having to tune in to your intuition. You're holding the scales and saying, where have I always had to balance out where everybody else is? When people don't give enough, you have to give extra. When people give too much, you have to hold back of yourself. And so you are looking at patterns in your life where you have personally and professionally given away too much of yourself, and not, this is going to be you saying maybe these are unhealthy habits, or maybe these are unhealthy relationships, and I now need to focus on my fifth house, what brings me joy. Now the fifth house, not knowing exactly everything about you, the fifth house is lovers, the fifth house is children. So know that those two things can be a topic. It's about giving birth. Now I'm too old to give birth, but when I have stuff going on in the fifth house, it's about giving birth to projects and activities and classes and workshops and things that I want to like to give birth to. And so this is the fifth house of, what do you want to birth in your life? Is this children? Is it childlike activities? Diving back into art or music or creativity, things that bring you personal joy. Now, the South Node is saying, I'm ready to cut some of these things out. Let's say that you have children. The children may be moving out. The children may be moving on. Or it could be having children. This could also be a lover. This could be, I want to initiate, or I'm done. I'm not getting out of this relationship what I should. The sun rules over your third house, and the moon rules over your second house of your cash, your property, and your self-worth. And this is all about things that will make you feel good. You need to be focused on giving yourself pleasure and joy before you think about always taking care of others. Mercury is here. Mercury rules you. Like Mercury rules over your home, and Mercury rules over your, like, who you are. This is going to change everything. Like all of this is going on behind the scenes where people are not seeing this. You're coming up into, hold on. Well, let me look at your age. Oh, we are close to the same. Okay. We are close to the same. You're coming up to your second Saturn return. And let's talk about for that just for a second. So for the first, without giving away your birth, for the first 29, 30 years of your life, you were trying to figure out, who am I and what do I want to do? Where do I go in my life? And now the second 29, 30 years of your life, you were like working towards the goal, and your goal is Pisces. It's what you want to attain. Wendy, I want to attain things that are, we are the same age. Yeah, I just I just turned also. So your second Saturn return. And so as soon as Saturn went into the sign of Pisces, you felt it. This is going to be the next third of your life of, have I done well? What legacy now do I want to leave? What do I want to leave behind? And now, how can I take this wisdom, take this knowledge, take everything that I've gained, because I'm not done. Now, what can I give? What can I share with the world or in your area of the world? And this could be with other people. This could, I don't know exactly what you do for a career, but I know Pisces means that you want to, it's where I have these beliefs and these dreams, and I want everything to be blended together, and I want to be spiritually connected with other people. And it's a beautiful sign. But in the sign with Saturn says we have to have some kind of boundaries. We have to like have some foundation in order for us to move forward with this. And so I am loving all of this that that you're moving towards. Okay, let's see. Self-manufactured home. Oh my gosh, doesn't that make complete sense? Because that's a Pisces thing. You sell manufactured homes. Okay, like Pisces, like, wow. Okay, I absolutely love that. So this is about you not being done yet. And now you're going to be taking your wisdom, taking your knowledge, and you're either going to be taking it to the next level, or you are going to bring on and train and support and help. The closer that, now Saturn is still retrograde, but the closer that Saturn gets to your 17th degree, when it hits exact, like you are now coming up with these thoughts and these ideas. The eclipses in your 5th and your 11th house, I love having your North Node in your 11th right now, because what's going to happen is over the next year and a half, the North Node is saying in your 11th house, I need to realign my, it's time. I need to realign my hopes, my wishes, my dreams, my goals. I'm at a certain age and I have certain experience. And now I need to have my next 3, 5, 10-year plan. I need to like be forward thinking. As you're doing that, Saturn is going to go through your house and say, this needs to be solid. This needs to be rigid. This needs to have a foundation. And then the North Node is going to go back through your 10th house. This will be the final culmination of, this is what I wanted to leave behind. This is going to be my legacy. This is going to be, this is where I want to go. This is how I want to be known. And so know that we can plan out your future by looking at all the things that you are cutting away, giving up, and that'll also be a time that you will be moving. Or a home, something that has to do with home. It could be leaving a career, but know that that's what you are in the process of building in order to release, if that makes sense. I'm hoping that this all makes sense. Yeah. Yes. So, I'm like, you are like so spot on with what you're doing. And this eclipse, know that it's going to be a time of, since you have, like, you understand the whole Pisces energy of let go, let flow. I have to work with the energy and not fight the energy. I have to go where synchronicity is. Build and retire. Okay. If you're going to be building and retiring, we know that you're going to be doing it when the North Node goes into your 10th house and the South Node goes into your 4th house. And literally, the South Node going into the 4th house also usually means I want to leave this house and either downsize or move or do something like that. So we could totally predict everything that's going to be going on. So know that, you are in the process of, as the North Node in your 11th house, that's where your goals are. This is what I want to do. These are my plans. This is what I'm working towards. And when the North Node goes in your 10th, boom, it'll just like the eclipses will hit it and it'll be boom, boom, boom. Build and retire. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Can I animate? Oh, I don't know if I can. Let me see if I can animate. Oh, mother of God. I don't think I can animate with this. Yep, I cannot animate. I'm so sorry. pull it back up. Hold on. Let me pull this back. I'm so sorry. I thought I could animate it. I'm going to do it one more time. There we go. All right. So know that the nodes, they're 18-month cycles. So we know that you have at least another year to a year and a half that you are focused on moving towards your goals. When my nodes were like this, it was me saying, all right, 18 months, I want a 3-year plan, a 5-year plan. I don't have the 10-year plan. I'm still working on that 3 and that 5, and that's what I would work on for you. What do you have for the next 3 years? What are you going to be having for the next 5 years? 3 years to get your nodes into your, because I would say 3 to 5 years that you're going to be focusing on retirement. And then we can also, the next time we do this, I will be able to animate the chart. It will not let me, yep, every time I hit it, it will not let me bring it over. I'm so sorry. I will work on that for the next time. But I'm hoping that helps you. Okay. Oh, okay. So the timing is perfect. All right. So that makes me happy. I'm hoping that makes complete sense to you. Follow the north and the south node. Your north node being in your 11th house is you literally setting up, who do I need to connect up with? What do I need to release? Some old ideas. I need to revamp some things. I know that when this was going on with me, I had to take a serious look at, do I really want this? Do I really want this? And then the eclipses came along and said, yeah, you really don't need that. So let's just even stop that. And so it made things a little clearer as things went along. And so now I'm in an age, well, we're the same age, an area of my life where this is what I'm doing because of. This is what I want to do, and I'm not willing, I don't want to retire. This is what I want to do to move forward with. And so I know that you're going to be finding something similar to that because the eclipses are going through your 5th house. This is about finding something that brings you joy and pleasure as you work towards this retirement. So Wendy, I really hope that this all makes sense to you, and I really thank you for trusting me. And so I want to thank everybody tonight for showing up. And next week will be tarot because we will be right in the middle of eclipses. And I heart you. I encourage everybody to get on and look at the videos for Venus and Mars, because those planets are shifting into the new signs, and they're going to be look for your rising sign. I have all 12 signs out there, and look ahead for all of those. And don't set intentions. We are not in a period of we are in a period of rest, recovery, and flow, and go with whatever the universe is sending us out there. And I'm sending out all kinds of love while everybody navigates these waters with me, and this shifting of energy. And I hope to see you next week when we do tarot. And thank you. I'm loving all of you. Thank you, Wendy. Perfect timing is perfect. Great. And I appreciate all of you. All right. Bye.